The following is an audio reenactment of the Rajya Sabha session regarding the Auroville Foundation Bill as it was becoming an act. You can download a copy of the transcript in the description below. Currently addressing the House is the Honorable Shri P. Shiv Shankar. Let us begin.
Mr. Vice Chairman, I thank the honourable members for the support that they have given to this bill. Honourable members have given some suggestions, and I would like to make my submissions on the suggestions made by the various honourable members, which have a great bearing. One aspect, which more than one honourable member has referred to, particularly the Honourable Mrs. Najma Heptullah, is this. Mrs. Najma Heptullah has referred to her amendment to the bill. I would like to invite her attention to the preamble of the bill. In fact, if the whole thing is read, it is not only an institution of national importance, it is an institution of international importance. In the preamble it is said, whereas Auroville was founded by the mother on the 28th day of February, 1968, as an international cultural township. The importance is of its international status. Then it is also said in the preamble, and whereas under the management of the central government, and under the overall guidance of the International Advisory Council, because we are contemplating the International Advisory Council, only because of the fact that this is an institution of international importance. Further, it has been said in the preamble, and whereas Auroville was developed as a cultural township, with the aid of funds received from different organizations, in and outside India, etc. etc. So, it is an international organization, and the aid has come from organizations outside the country as well. Very substantial grants have been received from the central and state governments. Now, I have already submitted in the opening speech of mine, that the UNESCO has also passed several resolutions in support of the institution. Therefore, the submission that I would like to make, without going deeper into it, is that this is an institution of international importance. Now, to bring it down to the level of an institution of national importance, would certainly not be good.
You see, I am a member of the Indian Parliament, and I am an Indian, and I can only talk of things of national importance. If you want to give it international importance, I will be very happy.
I was only trying to submit that the status of the township, which it enjoys, should not be circumscribed to the national level. There is one more aspect which I thought I should refer to. I was trying to go into the various other national institutions, which have been recognized as national institutions, and I have found that first, they have to be brought in and developed, as we have now taken it, statutorily and developed, and then a nomenclature has to be given. That is a subsidiary issue. But I thought that the primary issue, which I must put forth for the consideration of the honourable members, is that this is an institution of international importance. And if it is still felt at a later stage, as the honourable members were very keen, that it should be considered as an institution of national importance, then of course, we will give due consideration at that particular stage.
Thank you.
One of the honourable members was pleased to make a suggestion, that the meetings of the governing board should be at least twice a year, instead of once a year. I thought of inviting the attention of the honourable member, and also of the House, to clause 14.1, which says that the governing board shall meet at least once a year at Auroville. It says at least once a year, which means that it can meet more than once as well. He said that it should meet at least twice. Now this means that it can meet more than twice. Another honourable member was pleased to make a suggestion, that instead of the governing board, the council should advise the central government within the meaning of clause 21.4. I thought that some of the honourable members themselves have answered this point. In fact, the preamble itself says, whereas for the purpose of encouraging, continuing and consolidating the aforesaid activities of Auroville, it is necessary in the public interest to acquire the undertakings of Auroville and to vest them in a body corporate, established for the purpose. Now, the body corporate is the foundation, and if you read certain parts of the provisions, the position becomes clear. Clause 11.3, which deals with the governing board, says like this: the general superintendence, direction and management of the affairs of the foundation shall vest in the governing board, which may exercise all the powers, etc., etc. It means the advice of the council should be to the governing board, and not to the central government. Equally, I think, the honourable members would be pleased to read clause 17 of the bill, which deals with the powers and functions of the governing board, which cover the entire Auroville Foundation, its working and its development, making plans for its development, etc., etc., which are to be done by the governing board. Therefore, we thought that it is absolutely necessary that the council should advise the governing body, which is the real body, to carry on the work of the foundation. Therefore, I think that the suggestion that has been made, that the governing board should be substituted by the central government, to my mind, appears to be slightly scuttling the chances of the governing body, if it is accepted. An honourable member has made a very good suggestion, that there should be international seminars at Auroville. That is something which could be taken care of. We need not do it at this stage. But I will certainly look into it. In fact, by and large, except these suggestions, the honourable members have supported the provisions of the bill. Without taking more time, I would submit that so far as the bill is concerned, the bill seeks to encourage an international township. Very rightly, the honourable member was saying that we started the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and that is why our concept, and always the whole Indian culture, is based on the concept of brotherhood of the people of the world. Now that is how we have evolved our ethos and values, and it is to strengthen those ethos and values, this institution is sought to be taken over, so that it is vested in a foundation, and that foundation which is autonomous, and which is absolutely independent, will run this project which is international in nature, in every respect. I am grateful to the honourable members for the support they have given, and I have no manner of doubt, that with the good wishes of this House, naturally the work of this institution will get inspiration, and in the ultimate analysis, this will go a long way in strengthening international society.
That is all we have for today's video. We are just one step away from the Auroville Foundation Bill being ratified as an act, thus creating the Auroville Foundation, which consists of 3 balanced governing bodies. Thank you for stopping by, and please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell on your way out. See you soon.